so this week we're going to be focusing on los meses. So that's the first thing you write down on your cuadernos. Los meses means months, okay? Los meses. The months. Los meses. Los meses. Okay, and for your tarea, for your homework, we had you write out los meses, and you probably were able to figure out which ones were which. So which one was January? Mira?
Enero.
Enero. Okay, muy bien. Enero. So write that one down in your cuaderno. Enero. And I'm not even going to write out what it is in English because these are mostly, they look like what they are. All right, what about the next one? Febrero. Muy bien. Febrero. After febrero, what do we have? Marzo. Marzo. We'll talk about our cumpleaños here in un minuto. All right, after marzo?
Mail.
Abril.
Abril.
Oh.
Okay?
I
Abril.
forgot that.
And then mayo. Okay? Yes, everyone wants to say mayo because we love our mayo, right?
Yes.
It's like,
Mayonnaise.
oh,
It
ketchup,
goes on all the
and mustard and mayo, right?
It doesn't like mayonnaise.
Okay, but in Espanol, it looks just like mayo, but it's mayo. Okay? So mayo. After mayo, we have junio, and then julio. Junio y julio. They look just like each other, just one has an N, one has an L. Junio and julio. And that J, what's it sound like? Junio, julio.
I can barely remember.
So that's a different feel in our throats than what we do in English. Okay, so junio, julio, and then our current month is Agosto. Next month will be Septiembre. All right. So Agosto, Septiembre, and then we have Octubre, and that has a U in it. Okay, that's a little tricky for us because we want to put an O there, but it's Octubre, like that. All right. After Octubre, what do we have? Noviembre. I heard someone said it really quietly. You guys are hesitating because you don't know how to say these yet in Spanish. Huh? We'll go over them here in un minuto. Noviembre, and then diciembre. Muy bien. Diciembre. Last one. All right, so get those written down, and then we're going to talk about them un poco. Okay, so the first thing I want to point out is there are cuatro meses that have the exact same ending, and if you memorize that ending, it makes it a lot easier. So which one are they? Teresa?
I said October, November.
Okay, Septiembre, Noviembre, and Diciembre. Actually, just the trace. Sorry, I said cuatro. But, because I want you to get the whole iembre part, not just the bre. So Noviembre, Diciembre, and Septiembre. I-E-M-B-R-E. They all have that same ending, okay? So you just have to remember the sept part, which is exactly how it is in English. In fact, that's the abbreviation, right, for September. Nov in English, that's the abbreviation. This is the tricky one. Why?
Because it has an I instead of
Yeah, has an I instead of an E, okay? But that's going to help you if you memorize the iembre on the end of all of those, okay? I already pointed out the tricky part about Octubre. What happens?
U instead of O.
U instead of O, okay? Which one do you think is the most difícil, the most difficult one? Marcos?
either Agosto or Febrero.
Okay. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. That wouldn't be mine, but that's all right. So Agosto, that's kind of tricky because what? There's no U. Okay, so it's like, oh, so what happened to that U? Okay. Well, guess what? It went over to October. That's where that U went.
They
okay.
swapped.
They swapped. All right. What about, Carlota, do you have a different one? Enero. That's my opinion. I feel like Enero's the outlier. It's the one that's like, that doesn't look like January, does it? I don't think it looks like January. Febrero, that looks like February. Marzo, that looks like March. Abril, almost the exact same. Mayo, just take off the O. And then Junio, looks like June. Julio, looks like July. Agosto, looks like August. Septiembre, looks like September. Octubre, looks like January. Just kidding. Just saying if you guys are awake. Looks like October. Noviembre, looks like November. Diciembre, looks like December. Enero, doesn't look like anything, okay? So that's the one, I just kind of want to put a little star by it, like kind of heads up, make sure that you know which one that is, because it kind of throws people off. They'll see that and be like, enero, which one's enero? It's the very first one. It's the tricky one, okay? Okay, let's see, anything else to talk about with those? Oh yes. There's something else that is diferente, just like with the días de la semana. Remember, the days of the week had something special about them. Roberto?
No capitals.
No capitals. Okay? So you need to indicate that somewhere on your papel that these are not capitalized.
That was an accident, but it's okay.
Yeah. So none of these are capitalized. Just like the days of the week. So that's really weird for us because when we say March or May or whatever, we're using a capital letter, but not with them. All right. Okay. Next, we're going to talk about la fecha. La fecha is the date. Muy bien. La fecha. The date. Now, this isn't talking about like, oh, Johnny and I are going out on a date. No, wrong kind of fecha. That's a totally different fecha. Okay. Now, my husband's name is actually Daniel, but, okay, so, this is a totally different type of date. These are, okay, don't get started. No, so this kind of date is just for days of the year, months, okay? Juan, have I lost you completely here?
Yes.
Okay, tune in, buddy. Okay, so la fecha is the date. So in order to write out the date, they do it in a very long manner. In the U.S., in English, what we usually say, we'd say May 2nd or December 3rd, okay? What they always do is the 3rd of December, the 7th of May, okay? So it is a long form, okay, of writing it out. So what's that look like? How do you say the?
Or L.
El or la, and with dates, it's always going to be el, okay? Because you're talking about a number. Okay, and then we're going to just use numerals right now. For your homework, as you saw, you will write them out. But for right now, we're just using numerals. So how would I say the 7th of March? De March. Marzo. Okay, muy bien. El 7 de marzo. So this is one ejemplo of a date. So I'm going to give you a couple ejemplos. The second one, I'll do my cumpleaños. Ready? El 31 de marzo. So what did I say?
The 31st of March.
Okay. 31st of March. Okay? Next, we'll do a tricky one. El 1 de mayo. Erika? May 1st. Let me show you how that's written. El 1 de mayo. So what do you think primer is? First. What word does it look like in English?
Primer.
Primer or
Prime.
or premier. Okay? So let's talk about the word premier. Those are actually all connecting words. They're all same root. So premier. What is a premier?
The first.
Okay. So usually you hear about a premiere like a movie, right? And it'd be the first showing, like before it's come out on video, before it's come out to the theaters even. So the premiere, like, oh, I went to see the premiere of whatever. And so premiere is like the first, same as primer. Got it? So anytime you're saying the first of any month, you're going to say el primer. You don't say el uno de mayo. So cross that out in your brain. You don't say that. You say el primer de mayo. Okay, preguntas about that. Questions about any of that? Okay, so one more word to put on our lista. It's cumpleaños. Yeah, not happy birthday, but just birthday, okay? Feliz is happy, right? Feliz. But cumpleaños is birthday, okay? So cumpleaños would be your birthday.
Is anyone's birthday again?
Is it anyone's cumpleaños hoy?
No.
No? Okay, didn't think so. So in your libros, we're going to talk about cumpleaños. So go ahead, we're on page 11 in our libros. Elena, we're done?